Hey everybody, it is Jaydee Rae, and today I am coming at you guys with a Glowy Slay summer tutorial. This is my go-to during the summer, this summer of 2016. It's just very lightweight and very natural looking. So this is what the final result looks like. If you do want to see how to achieve this look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. This is a good moisturizer. I found that, I do about 2 pumps. I found that this is a good lightweight moisturizer. It doesn't really feel heavy on the skin, especially with like summer. The last thing you need is a very heavy moisturizer. So I just apply this on my skin. After that, what I do is I use the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection Lotion 50+. Summer sunscreen is a must. Year-round it's a must. But especially in the summertime, it's necessary, and it's not something you should be skipping in general, just because I feel like sunscreen is one of the most important things that you can use, because the sun is what creates the most damage to your skin. So sunscreen is a must. I do about 4 pumps, you guys saw. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this in first. And I actually do bring this down my neck because I feel like, you know, what's the point of using sunscreen? And also on the back of my neck and also my ears. What's the point of using sunscreen if you're on your face, if you're not going to bring it down to your neck, so then your neck is going to still get the sun damage. So I just kind of blend this in. This sunscreen is a physical sunscreen, so it does have a white cast. That's just the nature of the beast. I like physical sunscreens just because they're better for sensitive skins, and my skin, as you guys know, is sensitive. It's already getting kind of red. It's been red today. I don't know what exactly happened, but yeah. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm actually priming my skin. For this, I'm using the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. This is what I found works the best. Whoa, that just happened. This is what I found works the best for my skin, so I take a small amount of that, and this keeps me matte like all day long. It's so awesome. I love it. I take a little bit of that and I just basically, honestly, just around my T-zone, I pat that in. I don't, you know, I kind of like pat it in like that. After that, I use the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base Face Primer, and I just take this around the nose and around my nose area where I have the most, I don't want to say uneven texture, but like pores. I love this primer. It's so good. It literally like fills them in. Now that I've got my skin prepped for makeup, I use the Agave Lip Mask. This just is good to prep my lips and keep them hydrated all day long. I'm going to be starting with the Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation. Yes, I know this is a foundation, but I use it as a concealer in the shade Medium Honey. And I am taking a small amount of this. Well, actually, I don't know if that's small, but putting this here. What I like about this is that it's very lightweight. For me, it's dual purpose, so not only does it highlight, but it also conceals, and it has almost like a nice warmer tone, and it counteracts that darkness. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my e.l.f. Mini Mineral Powder Brush, and I'm actually going to go ahead and blend this in underneath my eyes. Do you guys see that? It's so pretty. I also take a little bit of it on my lids just to get rid of any discoloration. As you guys can see, it does make a difference. And I'm just going to go ahead and on my nose as well, go around there, and then around my eyes, the other eye. During the summer, I don't really like highlighting like crazy, so this is enough for me. It's not like a huge highlight, but for me it's enough. So I just stopped the highlighting at that. Next, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector. I'm just going to be doing 1 pump of this because that's all I really need. And also, I feel like during the summer is when you should use lighter products. Excuse my neck, I'm having like a rash from life. I have no idea what's happening here. Ignore that. But I take 1 pump of that. And I just use this as my foundation. I also take that same brush and I kind of bring it underneath my eyes. I know that's weird. It almost gets rid of the highlighting effect, but I find it just blends everything better. As you guys can see, that has added a bit of a warmth and it's darker, so it matches with my neck. I know it doesn't seem like it right now because my neck is really red, but this just evens everything out. Next, I'm taking the Stila Stay All Day Contouring Bronzer for face and body in the shade Dark. You guys can see right there. It's just a perfect like neutral toned bronzer. And I'm gonna I always start on my forehead. And I'm gonna add some warmth to my face. As you guys can see, this is a beautiful bronzer and it definitely makes a difference. This side has bronzer on and this side does not. It just adds more dimension to your face and it just is awesome. What I like about this bronzer is that it's a long wearing bronzer, so it stays on very well throughout the day, especially when you're sweating and outside. It's also very lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy, and I love that about it. On my nose, I just take a little bit on like the edge sides of it. And then I just kind of do it on my jawline also, just a bit. The star of the show is the JACLYN Hill Face Palette. Take this middle shade right here, which is Amaretto. I'm literally obsessed with this color. I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Powder Brush and dipping in there lightly. Oh, that looks kind of cool. And just applying this on my cheekbones like I would apply blush. Now the other side. After that, I'm going to be using the Prosecco Pop as my highlighter, which is this shade right here. It's a golden version of Champagne Pop, at least to me that's what it seems like. I'm using the IT Cosmetics contour brush, dipping into the product and applying it on the high points of my face. I also like to take this color and put it down the bridge of my nose, put some on my brow bone, and then just a little bit on my chin. Now that I have my face done, what I do is I do my brows. So for summer, I really don't like having a lot of makeup on my face, but I just like to make sure that my eyebrows are on fleeky. I'm going to take the NYX Waterproof Eyebrow Primer, which is phenomenal, and actually put this on here. I actually normally put this on before I even begin my makeup, but I forgot to today, so don't judge me. After I have actually primed the eyebrows, which sounds kind of weird, but it can be done, I take the Bare Minerals brow color in the shade Brunette, and I love this. It's like, I feel like it's completely underrated. Not a lot of people know about it, and it's great. Like, the color is just such a good color. And I start filling in my eyebrows. I like to make sure that the end of my eyebrows is dark, but then the middle is more like a feathered.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to eyebrows, one thing to remember is that they are sisters, not twins, so they don't have to look exactly the same, and it actually looks a little bit more human when they're not. Unless you're going for that really sculpted eyebrow look, which I also love, but not for summertime. Summertime, we're trying to make it seem like we don't have much going on our face, even though we have like 10 pounds of makeup on. So for my eyes, what I actually use during the summer is, surprisingly enough, the Anastasia Contour Palette. I actually created this one on my own when I ordered it from her website. I like to take this warmer color right here. I actually don't know what it's called. and I can't take it out. I feel like I'm gonna break it if I do. It's like a nice deep, you guys can see, it's like almost like an orange color. I take this and I apply it all over my lid as well as a little bit in the crease area, and I just apply that all over my lid. I also take a little bit of that and I begin to like add it into my crease. Just enough to where it almost blurs it out to where it doesn't look like there's a harsh line. You guys can see. After that, what I like to do is take my eyelash curler by Tarte and curl my lashes. See, this side's curled and this one's not. After that, if I do really feel like adding a lip color, what I'll use is I'll use the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lolita. Now this one is the reformulated version, not the reformulated, the old version. It's kind of old. This is the new version, which is supposed to be like it. No. They're not the same color, so just saying. Anyways, I've kept this because I love the color of it. Shake this up. I don't ever really do like lip colors, but for this tutorial I will. So you guys can see, like, it looks very natural on me. To me, at least. I love this color, and I wish that they hadn't changed the actual shade, because this is just perfect for me, for my skin tone, for my lips. The new reformulated one is much darker, and it just looks like I have something on. This one does too, but it's a lot more subtle and natural looking. I think when it comes to summertime, it's all about embracing the natural side of your face and kind of accentuating things and adding things here and there without necessarily putting on a lot of face like foundation and all of that products, just because they don't sit too well during the summer, and I think the last thing you want is to be sweating and have a bunch of makeup on your face. It's not a good feeling, trust me, I've been there. This routine is very lightweight, and to me it's very natural looking. It doesn't look like I have a bunch of makeup on. It's almost like a no makeup routine, except for my eyebrows. I mean, I still feel like they look pretty natural, at least to me, but the rest of my face just looks very put together and very glowy and natural without looking like I have a bunch of makeup on. So the last thing I like to do, just to finish the look, is use a setting spray. This one is by Pixi. It's the Glow Mist. It's so awesome during the summer. It just gives you a nice boost of radiance, and I'm going to apply that right now. May have done a little bit too much. It's okay. It just sets everything and it hydrates your skin ever so lightly, and it also just gives you such a nice radiant finish. And it makes it look like you don't really have anything powdery going on. I absolutely love it. So that is my makeup routine. Thank you so much for walking with me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.